Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 12 in my Automate Everything Minecraft series. In today's episode, I am going to be working on building a contraption to auto-spawn mobs. But first, before we do that, let's go over a couple of things I've done off camera. First of all, I planted 5 rubber trees right in this area right here, and that's just for some possible industrial craft stuff in the future. Nothing I'm going to play with in the immediate future, I guess. And then right here, I set up an egg farm. I have some chickens in this fenced-in area. There's hoppers that lead to a modular storage unit, and that is collecting eggs for me, which is pretty fantastic because I already have a bunch of eggs from that. But the beef of this episode will be focused on spawning some mobs, so let's get started. First of all, there are several different ways I could spawn mobs in this mod pack, but I think I am going to go with Ender.io because it's pretty easy to make a spawner, and then you can swap out what mobs you are spawning with said spawner. So that's pretty nifty. And to make a powered spawner, we need to make this right here. The thing is, and we can make most of this stuff pretty easily, and in fact I have some of it already made up just in preparation, but I need the Z-Logic controller, which means I need zombie head, silicon, solarium, and a new machine called a slice and spice. So first of all, what all goes into a slice and spice? Let's make some of the stuff we need. Actually, let's just type in slice and spice. So we have the axe. Now we need some shears, and then we need a head. And I actually know I have some heads because off camera I did a little bit of hunting. I also added some modifiers to my Millennium hatchet. Yeah, I can't even say it. Anyways, I added and let's actually just grab the book, materials in you. I added a bunch of lapis for looting, and then I also added this right here, an ender pearl and obsidian to give beheading, which basically when I kill mobs I have a higher chance to get heads off of them. So okay, so I'm getting annoyed at my chickens, and I'm sure you probably are too. So I'm gonna grab a soul vial, and I can make a soul vial here later on in this episode just to show exactly how it's made. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill my chickens and save one of them, because they're annoying and they need to go. Okay, I guess I should capture one before I kill them all. Okay, cool. Now I have a chicken in my soul vial. You just do that by right clicking, and then okay, so in the future if I ever need more eggs I can just plop down another chicken there. Anyways, okay, thank goodness, a little quieter. So what we need to do is, let's first work on this. So we need some soul-attuned powder coating, and I have everything. Maybe I don't know that I have crushed lapis, to be honest. Let's get that kicked off real fast, and then slice and spice. We actually need 2 of these frames because I need to make a soul binder machine. Do I need to make a soul binder machine? I'm not sure that I do. Anyways, I don't think I do. I don't know. Hang on, we'll find out when I get there. Anyways, so I need to make this guy. So I need crushed quartz. Do I have organic black dye? I don't know if I do. Anyways, it's pretty easy. Crushed coal, and I think I have some with eggs. So let's grab a few eggs. Like I said, eggs are pretty useful, especially in the new Ender.io. So yeah. So alloys, and this thing cooks up ridiculously fast. Cool. Okay, what else do we need here? The lapis is all we need. So should have that ready. Ooh, why is that not? Oh, duh. Organic brown dye is the next thing I need, and you can get that several ways here. Brown dye, egg, and pulverized charcoal. So let's get some, and I think you can use coal as well. I did go flower hunting, so I have a couple of those, and now I think we need eggs. I think it's something like that. Cool. So now we have some brown dye. And then you get this. And so let's make a few a couple of these guys. And then the slice and spice. Let's go ahead and cook these up to get the soul attuned machine frames, chassis, whatever. And then I think we can make our slice and spice. I know I made my axe. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these two things right here because we don't really need them because we have this system right here. So let's axe away. Make sure I have all of my presses because that would be bad if I dropped one. And then what I'm going to do is dig this out. And I'm not going to dig this one block out over here yet because I don't know that I need to actually make a soul binder. I don't remember. Anyways, I need a capacitor. Do I have one? I do. I thought I did. So let's throw that in there. And now we need an axe and some shears for this thing to operate. So once again, let's make I just want to make an iron axe, I think. I have a lot of iron at this point. Do I have sticks? I do. And then shears. Okay, so that's good. Now to make the actual spawner itself, we need to make this guy first, so we need a zombie head, 2 solarium, 2 silicon, and a redstone. Okay, Ethan, get down. My cat's invading my space. Again. Solarium. I might need to make some more of that, I'm not really sure. Silicon, I know I have a little bit of silicon, and then redstone. Okay, that should be everything we need, and I think for the most part we can shift click this stuff in and it will find its proper spot. And those sound effects are new. So are some of the particle effects here, so that's pretty cool. It also seems to be maybe a little bit quicker than it was in the past. Not really sure. Anyways, so now we have our Z-Logic controller. Let's see what else we need for a spawner. So we need electrical steel. We need 2 of these vibrant crystals, which is made by an emerald surrounded by vibrant alloy ingots, which means we need to make a couple of ingots of vibrant alloy. We do have some energetic alloy, and I do have a few ender pearls from some mob hunting. So let's grab these. I have a few ender pearls, so let's throw these in here. And this thing is just quick. This capacitor is actually really, really awesome. Anyways, so now we just craft these into the nuggets. And I don't know if I have any emeralds in here. I do. So we just take those, get 2 of these guys. Okay, what else do we need? If I can spell spawner. I actually already have the electrical steel crafted up. It is just made in the alloy smelter with iron, pulverized coal. I'm not sure if you can use, I don't think you can use charcoal, and then silicon. And that is how you make electrical steel. I already have done that, and then a head on top. So I do have a lot of zombie heads, so we are going to go ahead and use the zombie head, and that is a powered spawner. Now this powered spawner is going to go right in here. I dug out a little area. I originally planned to put the spawner over here, but I just didn't have enough space, so I dug this way, and the spawner shall go right here, I believe. It does need a capacitor. Okay, maybe they changed this. So first off, let's make the capacitor. And then see where we can go from there. Okay, so that's pretty easy. I'm probably starting to get low on the... Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so let me see here. I would like to have this thing automatically turn on and off. So what we're going to do real fast, we're actually going to break this, because I'm going to put this somewhere down here. That's the bottom layer. I don't think I can actually put this on the bottom. But what I can do is I can hide it right here. And then I actually want to get rid of this glass. So let's put the glass here. Put this over here, and then redstone ports. Okay, so I can't do that either because that's the corner. Whoops. I don't think I can put it here, but let me just try. I can. Oh, duh, never mind. That's not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just allow this. You know what? Oh, no, that won't show either. I was going to see if I could move the control rods to the other side, but that won't work either. But what we can do is we can block this off right here. And so we won't actually be able to see the redstone stuff that we're going to be putting up to have this reactor turn on and off automatically. But for right now, we're not really going to worry about that. Let's dig out a little space so that we can actually get down here to do all of the redstone logic stuff. And before we get going too far, I do want to upgrade this energy cell, because I do have some hardened glass laying around and I didn't even realize it. So let's see what we need for an upgrade. It's actually pretty simple. We just need, oh whoops. We need hardened glass, silver gears, electrum, and that's pretty much it. So let's make a silver gear, and then everything else we should have. So let's go ahead and throw this on to upgrade it. And now we have 9,000 input and 9,000 output, which is pretty fantastic. Next, let's make some flux duct, and we're actually going to make the third tier flux duct today, I think. So what that entails is the redstone energy flux duct, and there are actually what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers of this stuff, with the highest tier having an infinite capacity. But for today, we're going to be making the redstone energy flux duct. So how we do that is we need some hardened glass, we need some electrum, and bada bing, bada boom, we'll have this stuff. Now, to make this, we need some destabilized redstone to fill up in a fluid transposer. So to get destabilized redstone, we just use a magma crucible. And each redstone is 100 millibuckets. So we need 48 millibuckets of this stuff. So that should be good. And this is why we have a magma crucible beside a fluid transposer. This is one of the recipes anyways. So first off, we get cooking up the redstone. We just throw the redstone energy flux duct into here, and that should cook up, and we should get some of the 4th tier flux duct, which is fantastic, because we may or may not need that that energy transfer. Actually, right now I don't think we will, but that's not a big deal. So right now, let's get rid of some stuff we don't need. We can use levers later on. And then, let's see, we need, okay, so I'm going to get some redstone conduit, but I'm not going to use thermal expansion this time. I think I'm going to use Ender IO. if I can find what I'm looking for. You know what? Let's look up. I think it's just called conduit. Redstone conduit. There we go. Okay, so we need conduit binder. This stuff is actually not too expensive. I need gravel, sand, and clay. So let me see if I have what we need over here. You know what? While it's night, there's something I do need to do. I need to grab an Enderman. So let's get a soul vial. And to do that, let me see if I can't find it. Right here is how you make it. You need fused quartz. To make fused quartz, you need 4 nether quartz. So let's get some nether quartz real fast. I did go mining in the nether a little bit, so I have a little bit of that stuff. And then we'll need 1 solarium. Thankfully, these things cook up pretty fast here. So we'll get that fused quartz pretty quickly. Boom. And then soul vial is made like so. Now to capture mobs, all you do is right click on them, and since it's night, we can go hunting. Now the mob I want to grab is an Enderman, so I'm really hoping to be able to find one pretty quickly. Sometimes they're a little elusive, other times they're everywhere. It's just kind of luck of the draw, I guess. Okay, so I don't immediately see any, so let's set off and explore a little bit. Try to avoid most of the other mobs, because we have nothing to do for them. Okay, that was weird. I think a little zombie is chasing me, and those things are kind of fast, so I might have to turn around and get rid of him. Yep. That's, okay, you're done. Okay, Enderman. Looking for Enderman. I'm gonna go up here and see if I can't find one. I see one. I see one in the distance. Endermen are cool that you can get them in range by looking at them, so that's fantastic. Thank you. Okay, let's go home. That was pretty easy. Oh yeah, can't hit me. I'm the gingerbread man. You hit a horse. That was rude. That was so mean. What did that horse do to you? The answer is nothing. I can't believe that that spider didn't hit me. I don't even know how. Still can't hit me. Okay, so, oops. Oh well. Now let's sleep. We have what we want. Cool, cool, cool. I was afraid I was gonna have to break up the episode and hunt for an Enderman for a little while. Anyways, now that we have that taken care of, let's make the redstone conduit. And I should just type in conduit because there aren't very many conduits. Anyways, so we need this binder here. We need clay, gravel, sand, and then let's take a look at what it takes to make the redstone alloy. Redstone and silicon, so that's not too bad. And I don't even need that much. Let's say 15. So let's get that cooking, and then we can grab our clay, gravel, and you know, everything we need for the binder. If I have everything, I really hope I do. So we have a little gravel. We definitely have clay. I know I have sand somewhere. Maybe I have sand in my system. I'm not sure. I really thought I did. If I don't, I might have some sand back here. I do. Cool. So that should be everything for the binder. And thankfully this stuff actually cooks up. Whoops. And each binder composite actually makes 2 conduit binders. So let's go ahead and set this to, I think it's just furnace mode, and then that should cook up relatively fast. And then we get this. I'm not sure how much this will actually need. We'll need more than that, so let's see here. Cool, now I have some binder. Let's do that. I think that should be good enough. And then our flux duct. Let's see if some of that's done. A lot of it's done. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so what we can do here is let's go ahead and hook this up. And you know what? I'm second thinking this because there is some of this right here that we might want to use. And in fact, I know I want to use that. So this whole redstone flux duct thing, we can just get rid of it. Whoops. Okay, so we do actually have some of this, so this won't be hard. Okay, that's perfect. So the reason I'm using this instead of the redstone energy conduit, even though this has a smaller capacity, we can run these in the same block space as, and let me kind of put a torch here, in the same exact block space as the redstone conduit. So for this, I actually need this to be an output, and then should be able to, oh no, come on. Run that like so. Okay, so that should give this guy power. Maybe. Okay, I'm confused. I really thought that would give it power. Maybe it needs a mob. Okay, I'm going to do a little troubleshooting and then I'm going to be right back. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but I think I know what it is, and I think we need that soul binder that I wasn't sure if we needed or not. So let's go ahead and try this theory. I believe that I need the soul binder. Let's see here. And it is made like so, and I think I have everything I need for it, so that's fantastic. We do need to give it energy, so let's grab some flux duct, and I don't think I have any of the second tier version left, but we can go ahead and make some. I only need one, so let's put that there, put a soul binder in. And okay, so I need a capacitor, and I'm not entirely sure this is what I'm looking for either. Well, okay, so okay. I remember. Okay, so things are starting to come back to me. What I need to do is I need to grab a spawner. Thankfully, I know where some spawners are. Sorry, I'm apparently not remembering things very well. But anyways, what I need to do is I need to grab a spawner. So I have two spawners over here. I'm just gonna grab one of them. I think I'm gonna grab the zombie one because I think it's less useful than the skeleton spawner. So that's the one I'm gonna try to grab. There are mobs everywhere. My goodness. Well, good luck getting in. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna try to grab this zombie spawner. Okay, cool. I know in some mod packs that would have just straight up broken the spawner, which is not what we want. But with Ender.io, I think it overrides, and oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think you guys need to see me fight my way through all this, so I will be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. What we need to do is we need to take the soul vial of the Enderman with a broken spawner, and that will turn this broken spawner into a broken Enderman spawner. And then what we do with that is we take an anvil. So let's go ahead and make an anvil real fast. And then we combine the two in an anvil, and it should become an Enderman spawner. So while that's just waiting, I am going to go away for a bit, and when this is done, I will be back. And fantastic news, our soul binder is done. We have an empty soul vial, and we have a broken Enderman spawner. Now, if I remember right, we throw these two things in here. We need 16 levels, which we have, thankfully. And then you get a powered spawner that can spawn Enderman. So that's fantastic. Now let's roll on over here and see what we need to do over here. First off, I'm not going to place this down quite yet because I want to get a barrier in place for all of this. In addition, I want to set up some redstone logic or some redstone stuff. So what we can do for that is, okay, because this is being a pain, let's do that. Okay, so that should give us a redstone signal. And let's see if we can do something like this. I'm not sure if this will work or not. Okay, so we need this to be an input on the signal color red, and this needs to be an output on the signal color red as well. Technically this thing should be on. I think it should be on. Let me double check this. Power. Okay, so let's try this. Input signal red. Oh, that's not what we want. Okay, it is on. Let me double check to make sure it did not work on the last way I had this set up. Okay, it is on. Okay, so now what I actually want to do is I want to inverse this. So let me see here. You know what? I want to grab a redstone torch. Okay, it is, as I ran past, I saw that it's off, so that's good. So let's grab some sticks. Make a few of these. Whoops. And if we... okay, so that should be on now. It is. Now we actually want to inverse this, but we can do this pretty simply like so. So now it should be off. Let me try one more thing because that is still on. Okay, is it off now? It's off now. Okay, cool. What about now? It's on. How about now? You off? It's off. Okay, cool. So this is working as intended, the little redstone logic here. The reactor's off since this battery is over a certain percent full. Basically, the reactor will only run when the battery's almost empty. So now let's set up a little wall. And we can do that. First, let's fill in the ground here. Oh, no, before we do that, I want to lay down some redstone. My bad. Because I want to be able to toggle the spawner on and off. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little lever. And let's put it something like right here. And then I think if I do something like this, have this be an input, place this down. I need a lever, and let's just make one right here real fast. I think that should be on, because I think that should grab the signal from it. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to place this down, and I want to set the redstone to active with signal. Okay, so this should be off, so we should be safe. Let's throw this down. Cool, it's getting power. As you can see, it can use quite a bit of power, which is why I have the reactor set up here. And so now let's build our little spawning cage. And I want to do that with glass. That way I can see kind of what's going on within. Oh, and I totally forgot. I need a method to kill the mobs. You know, that would be useful. But that's actually pretty easy. And I'm actually going to, like, kind of block all of this off. I had originally planned to be able to get back there, but it's just not really feasible because I need that space for the glass here. And I think we can just put the door over here. It's not super ideal, but we can put the... Shoot, I have more than I thought I needed. Okay, so I need a grinder of some sort, and there are multiple ways I can do this. Let's see here. There's the mob crusher and the mob slaughter factory, mob detect, and then there's the mob grinder. I think I had originally kind of planned to use a mob grinder, but I think I might go ahead and use a mob crusher. Now I'm second thinking this. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this. So I need 2 swords. Got the 2 swords. I need one of these guys. That's actually pretty cheap. Do I not have any draconium? I know I have a little draconium over here at least. So let's grab that. Okay, now we have the core. It's just called a mob grinder, I think. And then furnace, that's easy enough. And there we have a mob grinder. So in addition, we need... How I'm going to do this is kind of elementary. I'm going to make... Yeah, okay, that works. Actually, I probably want more than that. So let's try that. And then I'm going to make a bunch of hoppers. Like a bunch of hoppers. Oh, I'm putting that in the wrong spot. And then, I don't know, for whatever reason, this doesn't want to make as many of them. I know I have the iron. Just give me. Okay, so that should be enough. So the mob grinder that I'm going to be using does not actually like grab the items itself. That's what the hoppers are going to be for. I think I'm going to go ahead and use modular storage here for the items. I do not have any more of the storage modules. So let's go ahead and make one of those. I do have everything, thankfully, for that. I think that can go like right here. Let's actually have this thing facing up. And then basically this whole floor needs to be covered with hoppers. So what I can do that off camera real fast. Yeah. So I just need to tear up the interior floor here, or what will be the interior. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's just go ahead and hook up the mob grinder. So I think I have. Actually need to roll this around. Okay, so that's good. The rotating head needs to be facing the mobs that it's going to be killed. Let's go ahead and do our glass real fast. And then I can go ahead and replace the floor with hoppers, and then we can test this thing out. So I'm going to be back after I have torn up the floor and replaced, or started to replace them with hoppers. Okay, so since I didn't show the setup of my chicken farm on camera, the way to place hoppers, if you're not familiar with hopper mechanics, is you just click on the side that you want the hopper to go, or shift click. I'm not sure if you can actually just click. It looks like you can. But for items with tile entities, you need to shift click on the way that you want the hopper to face. So basically, I just need the hoppers to go this way into the modular storage unit. So as you can see, they're all bent that way, and then just I can run the rest of them like this. And I'm really hoping that the Enderman can spawn on these, because if they can't, then I'm gonna have to rework this. Anyways, see. Oh shoot! Now that hopper is gonna be in my modular storage. Oh well. Not the end of the world by any means. And then this one right here can actually be facing this way. And let's actually try to do this a little more efficiently here. Okay, so okay, so that should all be fantastic. I'm really hoping the Enderman can spawn here. One more thing, let's go ahead and just increase the roof a little bit, just in case. I don't think it would be a problem, but you never know. I want to try to eliminate as many problem or concerns as I can. And so we should start to see some items coming over here just from the broken ceiling there. And now let's see if the system works. This should turn on the spawning. You know what, let's okay, so that doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so I don't know why that's not working. That should work. I really thought that should work. Does that work? It does not. Okay, so I'm going to have to do one more thing, and I think I'm going to have to build what is called a facade. And it's totally not going to be painted. So hang on, I'm going to grab more conduit binder off camera, and then I'm going to be right back. So basically, facades are cool little things. You can paint them in a painting machine. I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to have an ugly, plain facade. And that's because facades can take the place of normal blocks, but you can run conduits through them. So that's kind of what I need one for right here. I actually need that not to be connected anymore. So anyways, the facade is going to be right there once I actually can place it down. Do I have to paint it? Do I seriously have to paint this? I think I have to paint this. Oh, that's not cool. You know what? Let me see if this will work. Okay, so inputs. It's not working. Well, phooey. I'm really not sure how to do this. You know what, for right now, let's see if that'll work. Why is this not working? Did I screw up my conduit somehow? Now I need to double check this because I may have screwed up my redstone conduits. Okay, so this is out on signal red. And of course, why am I not picking this thing up? Okay, so oh, okay. So the problem actually is right here. I'm a moron, sorry. And there we go. Get out of my block space. So now I need to place down these hoppers. Back going the right direction. Get out of my block space, man. I'm not really sure why the grinder's not working. Anyways, I'm gonna... Maybe I screwed this up. Yep. My bad. Okay, so I was wrong. The grindy face needs to be facing away, and the skull needs to be facing towards the items to be killed. Now, as we see, we already have some ender pearls. That's fantastic. It is far past wrapping up point, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to not worry about this right now. I can make that look pretty later. But anyways, in today's episode, I managed to make this awesome mob spawning system. I am not going to run it a whole lot because it's pretty energy intensive, but I can get ender pearls and I can make more spawners in the future to get other things, which is going to be fantastic. If you liked this episode, give it a like. If you like automation in Minecraft, subscribe to my channel because that's kind of my thing. Signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.